Every day, Malcolm, we ask Wall Street's brightest minds to share the word they believe will describe the trading day ahead. Malcolm Ethridge of CIC Wealth, what is your WEX word of the day?
Yeah, Frank, I'm using the word patient right here. I think that investors should pick their spots. I understand that all the hype around AI the past few months has helped to keep tech relevant, keep the market buoyed, and help to boost the NASDAQ more than some 15% or so, I think, so far this year. But I don't see it as sustainable, right? I think inflation's still an issue. I think borrowing costs are still high. Businesses of all sizes are still cutting costs and limiting spending on things like software. And that hasn't gone away just because artificial intelligence has captured our attention for the moment. So I just see it, it's great that Microsoft and Alphabet are in this arms race to create the best AI-powered search tool, and they both had pretty decent earnings to report yesterday. But I don't know that now is a good time to be doing anything other than taking profits in tech. I don't think that I'm putting new money to work here just yet. I think we'll get a better opportunity.
Wait, so if your word is patient, why don't you just hold on? I mean, we're just seeing this AI narrative unfold, and we even have Amazon coming up. I'm expecting to hear a lot more about AI. So why wouldn't you just be patient with all three of these stocks and just kind of see where it all goes?
Well, I'm more so being patient if I'm a person looking to put new money to work. Right. So I can be patient as a shareholder because I already own the stock and I intend to hold it for years to come. But if I'm a person who's looking at the markets and thinking that the train has left the station, that's who I'm encouraging to be a little more patient and expect to get a better opportunity near term.
All right. So you're saying that you wouldn't put new money to work in any of these names. So what would you do today? Obviously, we're seeing tech pop. We're seeing Microsoft lead the way after its results. Where would you put money?
Yeah, so I'm actually looking at names in the healthcare sector. I don't necessarily want to own each individual company because healthcare is similar to tech in the sense that you get bitten more often than you do well. But I think owning an index in that space, something like the IYH, for example, that broadly speaking owns both biotech and healthcare, insurance names, all those different pieces of the puzzle in the healthcare space is a decent place to be. I also think right here, there's nothing wrong with being in something like a money market account that's paying you about the same as what a 6-month or 12-month treasury is with a little bit better liquidity to it. So that, again, gives you the word patience sitting in that money market, that high yield savings account. Nothing wrong with hanging out there for a few more weeks to see exactly what's going to happen with the Fed and interest rates. I don't think, like I said, this train has left the station just yet, and investors will have the opportunity to participate.
All right, so you're patient as long as you're getting some of that yield potentially from a money market account. I want to talk to you about where there might be opportunities today. We saw Tenable earnings yesterday. That stock fell very hard. Cybersecurity in general, it seems to have kind of stalled out as AI has gotten a big buzz. Would you put some money in cybersecurity today, basically buying the dip?
Well, I do think that cybersecurity is one of those places that's probably insulated against a lot of what is happening in the broader market, simply in the sense that we know large-scale cyber attacks are not going to quiet down just because interest rates go up another tick here, whether they do or not. And we also know that those types of large-scale attacks are a major concern for the U.S. government, which means if you look at a company like a CrowdStrike, for example, who's working really hard to get their Falcon product into the hands of government, state and federal governments across the country, that's where opportunity is going to be, regardless of whether we fall into a recession here at the latter half of the year, as some are predicting, or if there's a bull market rally that happens. I see somewhere like a Palo Alto and a CrowdStrike as being the recipients of that trend, sort of irrespective of where the market decides to go, broadly speaking.
So would you put money to work in cybersecurity today? I know you said healthcare and money market funds, but is cybersecurity a place you would put some money today?
Well, in the interest of full disclosure, I do own CrowdStrike. It's a name that I really like. I also like Palo Alto. I just prefer to buy into weakness, and Palo Alto hasn't had very much of it recently to be able to buy into. But to answer your question more directly, yes, I do see that as a place that you could put some money to work and not necessarily feel like there's the opportunity for you to get crushed in a potential recession in the back half of this year.